Hello everybody. Today we are going to be playing a brain game. I know, crazy, we never do that on this channel. It's gonna be somewhat similar to something we've done before, which is the try not to say the same thing as me. Do not say the same thing as me. But it's a tad bit more complicated. It's based on the game's categories. So let me explain it to you, okay? So I'm going to start the round by giving a letter, a random letter, okay? Then I'll read you 5 different categories. For each of those categories, you're going to come up with an answer that begins with that letter. So let's say the letter for this round is S, okay? And I say category 1, fruit. I'll give you a couple seconds to think of it, but not too long. Maybe you said strawberry. Okay, you'll think of an answer like strawberry. I have my own answers written down. Now, traditionally in categories, how you would do this is you'd go down the whole list, give your answers, then we'd read it out, and if we got the same thing, we both don't get any points. So if you choose, you can play it like that. You can play it like that, but I thought it would lend itself to an ASMR video better if we were slightly less competitive. So, you can make your main objective just to be able to think of a word at all that fits into that category, starting with that letter, or you can play it on a more difficult level by trying to say something to come up with an answer different than my own, okay? It's all just based on how you want to keep track of your points, if you even do, okay? Alright, let's begin. Our first letter, let me pick a letter, let me think it. It's gonna be L, okay? So, first letter's gonna be L. Are you ready? I'm gonna read out your categories, then we'll go back and I'll tell you my own answers, okay? Category 1, countries. Countries starting Category 2, foods. Food starting with Okay, next, musical artist, a musician. Musician starting with L. Don't want to give you too long, okay? Number 4 is jobs, occupations, careers. What is something? Okay, and the final category for this round, things that are blue or can be blue. Okay, stop. I'm trying to find a good happy medium between giving you a short amount of time, but not too crazy. Not too crazy intense, but letter L. Let me read you my answers. For countries, I said Liberia. For foods, I said lasagna. For musicians, I said Lord. Apologies if you don't like mouth sounds, that was relatively squeaky. For jobs, I said librarian. And for things that are blue, lakes. Those were my answers for the first round. In case you want to get really crazy with it, the rules of categories, the game, is that you can also do double letter answers. So for example, if the letter was W, the category was US presidents, Woodrow Wilson would get you 2 points. But the exception is you don't just get to slap an adjective on. So if you, for this last category, said lakes for the blue thing, you can't say lovely lakes. Right, okay. So if you want to try to come up with double words, that's like an extra point, okay? Round 2, the letter's going to be I wish I had a little thing that goes in a circle. That would be fun. Like Wheel of Fortune or whatever. The letter is K. Are you ready? Go. Video game characters. Game characters whose names start with K. Okay. Weekend activities. Weekend activities. Okay. Things people collect. Things people collect. Action words or verbs. Okay. Countries. Starting with K. Okay, great, very good. Oh, and please note, if you can't think of an answer to one of these categories, you just skip it. That's okay. You don't get a point for it if you're counting points, but also, it's not imperative that you think of an answer for every category because it's pretty tricky. I know. Okay, so for the letter K, let's see. Number 1, video game characters. I said Kirby. Friday night activities or weekend activities. I said karaoke. Things people collect. Keychains. Action words. Kiss. And countries. I said Kazakhstan. Alright. How are you doing so far? Do you understand? Okay, good. Let me jot this down. Next category, or next round, the letter will be S. Ready? Begin. Category 1. Things associated with France. Tricky one. Some of these categories are a little ambiguous. You can leave them open to interpretation. Okay, things you'd find on a beach. Starting with S. Okay. Historical figures. Okay. Major cities. Okay, and pet peeves. Pet peeves. Something that really aggravates some people. Alright. You ready to hear my answers? Alright. Number 1, things associated with France. I said the Seine. Things you find on a beach. I said sandwiches. I know you could have said sand, swimming, swimmers, sharks, sea. But no, I picked sandwiches because a sandwich on a beach, that goes hard. Okay. Historical figures. Stalin. Cities. Seoul. And pet peeves. Smacking. Whether that's smacking your food, smacking your lips, whatever. Alright. Next round, the letter is going to be P. The letter P. You ready? Go. Fried foods. Okay. Pet names or terms of endearment. Like, hello, my lovely, my dear. But starting with a P. Okay. Colors. Okay. Cartoon characters. dangerous activities. Dangerous. Okay. Are you done? Are you done? Did you get an answer for all of the categories? Okay. Well, here were my answers. For fried food, I said pickles. Fried pickles. Yum. Pet names or terms of endearment, I said Pookie. Pookie, Pookie, Pookie. Colors, I said periwinkle. Cartoon characters, Peanut. Peanut Griffin. Dangerous activities, parkour. Parkour. Alright. How are you doing? How are you doing? I guess I don't need to check in with you on it in between everything, but okay. Next round, the letter's going to be, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? M. The letter M. As in mom. Okay? Part of my hair. Okay. Category 1. Let's go. Things you'll find on a desk. Things on a desk. Okay, next. Musicals. I know this is kind of out of some of your guys' scope, but that's okay. It's okay. Musicals, starting with M. Okay. Female actress. Flowers. Types of flowers. Starting with M. Okay. And then stores. Stores. Can you think of a store that starts with M? And stop. Okay. I'll read you my answers. Things on a desk. Monitor. A computer monitor. Musicals. Mamma Mia. Ooh, that would have been a double point for me. But I would have... Music Man. That's a double M too. My Fair Lady. That'd be a single M. I don't know why I'm just giving you answers. Female actress. I said Megan Fox. Flowers. I said Magnolia. Magnolia. For stores, I said Monoprix. Monoprix. Even though we don't have those where I live. Could have said like Michael's, the craft store or something. Alrighty, next round. The letter will be N. Not M, but N. Okay. N words. Your first category is gonna be. Let's start. TV shows. TV shows starting with N. Starting with N. Starting with N. Men's names. Male names. Words associated with babies. Okay. Snacks. Okay. Final category for N is careers or jobs. We did this one already, but occupations, careers, jobs, etc., 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 etc. Okay. Are you ready? Are you good? Are we good? Okay. My answers: TV shows, Naruto. Men's names, Nathan. See, that's funny. Because TV shows, you could have said Nathan for you. I said Nathan right after. Words associated with babies, naps. I was going to say nappies, but after putting Monoprix as an answer, I was like, they're gonna think I'm trying so hard to be European. So, naps. Snacks, nuts. Careers, nanny. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rounds left. And the next round, your letter's going to be D. D as in darkness. Darkness. You think the darkness is your ally. 3, 2, 1. Your category is expensive things. I feel like there's a pretty obvious one for this. Expensive. Okay. Bad traits. Okay. Food chains. Food or restaurant chains. Okay. Female names. We did male names, now let's do female names. Okay, and things smaller than an apple. Things smaller than an apple that start with D. Tick tock, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Alright, here are my answers for the letter D. Expensive things. Diamonds. Bad traits. Dramatic. Food chains. Dunkin'. I don't know if you count that as a food chain, but they got donuts. Female names. Diana or Diane. Things smaller than an apple. Dust. It's so teeny tiny. Smaller than an apple. Okay. How are we doing? I just gotta do a check-in. I'm sorry, I just have to. It's in my nature. Sure, I'm reading your mind. My signals are telling me, my intuition is telling me you're doing relatively well. You're just chilling. Don't try too hard to work yourself up over this, because at the end of the day, yes, this is supposed to be engaging, but also it's supposed to help you relax. So let's do the next round, okay? Letter is F. As in first, okay? Things that fly. Ooh, this one's kind of tricky. Okay, next is school supplies. I feel like all of these are a little tricky. The letter F maybe is just throwing everything on school supplies. Okay. Medications or drugs. Medications. Okay. Languages. Things to pack in your suitcase, or when you're going on a trip, things you would pack. Starting with F. Alright. My answers. Things that fly. Falcon. School supplies, I said folder. Guys, I do not know what's happening with my hair today. Folder. Medications, I said fluoxetine, which is like an SSRI. Okay. Languages, I said French. I feel like that's the obvious one, but sometimes the obvious one is the right choice, because that's not the one I would pick. You know, it's always a gamble. Alright. And things to pack in your bag, I say floss. Floss, very important. If you don't floss and you're an adult, grow up. Start flossing. No, seriously, it's actually gross. Me just like shaming people's oral dental hygiene in an ASMR video. Okay, you're like, bro, I came here to relax. Next round, H. Osh. Okay, H. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Music words. words associated with music. Okay, things you'll find in a bathroom. Okay, women's names, female names. Another repeat. That's okay. Okay, things you cannot hold. That's another kind of ambiguous category. Things you can't hold. Okay, and drinks. Drinks. Alright. My answers. Music words. I said harmony, but you could have said harmonica, harp, high note. Things in a bathroom. Hair dryer. Women's names. I said Haley. Haley. Very popular name for us O3 babies. I know like 90 million Haleys. And things you can't hold. Things you can't hold. I said helium. I was gonna say a house. Can't hold a house. But I don't know, I thought helium was a little more clever. And finally, drinks. Let's start with H. Can you guess what did you put? Can you guess what I put? I put horchata. Again, I was gonna put hot chocolate, but I was trying to be kind of creative. Alright. Next is our final round. Are you ready? The letter is gonna be a little tricky. The letter is B. B. Alright, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Things in a hospital. Okay, 4-letter words. Rectangular things. Rectangular. Foods. That's pretty. I'm not gonna give you much time. 3, 2, 1. Think of a food. Okay. Words ending in ly. Words ending in ly. Okay. Are you ready? B. The letter B. Things in a hospital. I said bandages. 4-letter words. Bake. Cake. Rectangular things. I said book. A book is a rectangle. Food. Bread. That feels like an obvious one. Bread. I say name any food starting with B. Bread. Or maybe someone would say like banana is a pretty obvious one. I'm actually kind of interested to see what you guys are putting for these. So let me know in the comments if you care to. Let me know in the comments what you got. But finally, words ending in ly. Drum roll. I said barely. I barely. I don't know. I was gonna do something silly, but I couldn't think of anything in time. Okay, my wit is not there today. I'm not being very clever. Alright, how did you enjoy that game? Let me jot down some notes on your answers. Okay. What were some of the trickiest categories? Your feedback is very important to us. Okay. And did you enjoy this? Would you like to do this again in the future? I think I'm gonna get my hands on an actual category game so I can actually use the cards. It's fun to have little props that aren't just you know, big pieces of paper and a pencil. It'd be nice to have that little word or letter die and the little cards. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to support me as an individual to be able to keep my lights on, then you can subscribe or leave a comment or anything. I'm not forcing you, but I do have 16 children to feed, so anything is appreciated. Oh yeah, I look great for having had 16 kids, right? You would never know. You would never know. Okay. I love you guys. Yeah.